Now you are coming in with, oh, wow. It's no wonder why I choked up on that. The devil. Seeing you come in with that energy immediately tells me that you are chaining yourself to situations and probably people that are no good for you. The big thing with the devil is, when you look at that, it's like you do it because, first of all, you feel like it's familiar to you. This is like the unwillingness to change. And then not only that, but you think that these people and these situations are bringing you fulfillment, and truly they're not. But the power here with the devil is that you have the choice to release yourself from the things that are not fulfilling you. So, I feel like with the Four of Wands being there, that there's going to be a shift in your life. It's just right now, you're chaining yourself to stuff that's just no good. No good. Now, what is crossing you? Ooh, the King of Cups. Now, this to me is suggesting a person. This could be a water sign. Now, the King of Cups is emotionally wise. He's very supportive, very loving. But on the flip side, this could be somebody with like dependency issues. And I almost feel like looking at it, there's like maybe, this codependent relationship where this person may be like hanging on to you, As advice to you, this is definitely about being emotionally wise about the things that you're chaining yourself to. But I really feel like this is a person that may be affecting you. And then the conscious mind, the Ten of Wands, and it makes sense with the devil sitting there. The Ten of Wands is feeling overwhelmed, carrying a heavy burden, spreading yourself way too thin. Now, the big thing with the Ten of Wands is that you've got so much going on that you may not be really seeing the situations in front of you or opportunities to get away from harmful situations because you just have too much going on right now. And then, with the Ten of Wands, you got to drop it. You got to drop that load. It's just too much. The good thing about the Ten of Wands is that it's an ending. It is the ending of a situation. It leads to a very beautiful beginning. It's just that something's going on here. I feel like, you might be chaining yourself to a situation with a person that is just so overwhelming for you. And again, I feel like dependency. Like, I almost feel like this person may have like, a drug or a drinking problem. And seeing the devil there, as you coming through, I feel like, it's like you're trying to help, but really you're not, and I feel like this person is just overwhelming you. The subconscious mind is focused on the Ten of Cups, and that's good. The Ten of Cups is absolute emotional fulfillment and bliss. And again, it's another ending that leads into a beautiful beginning, but, it almost suggests a relationship, some sort of a domestic relationship. Now, this could be family. It could be, romantic. It's like you're headed to that feeling, but I feel like you really need to release yourself from whatever harmful relationship is going on here, because I really do feel like this is a person crossing you right now. In the past, the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is about putting in some work, some hard work, being focused on your work, but enjoying the things that you're doing. And then, the big thing for me when I see this in readings is it says that you're willing to do the work that's necessary to correct issues in your life or to work toward, that domestic bliss and that feeling of celebration. But I have to wonder here if, I wonder if this person was like a part of your work situation. But, the Eight of Pentacles, seeing that as the past coming through, again, with the Four of Wands sitting there and then the Ten of Cups, it's like you're working to get away from like this harmful relationship is what I feel like. And it's so overwhelming, so overwhelming. Your next move. The Knight of Cups. This immediately says to me, being the messenger of love, love and romance, is saying that you need to pay attention to actions involving this person rather than words. With everything that you have going on here, if you're really truly wanting to have domestic bliss and emotional fulfillment, then, this person needs to start showing actions. They can talk a good game all they want, but if they're not showing you how they feel or showing you that they're willing to change, like maybe bad patterns and bad habits, then, then it's time to release yourself from it. But with the Knight of Cups sitting as your next move, I feel like, again, a relationship, it's a relationship, but something isn't quite right about it. There's potential between the 10 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. It's just that, man, something's going on with this person right now. And I feel like whatever their situation is really overwhelming for you. And you're like chaining yourself to it. But again, with the Knight of Cups, you need to see actions. Words don't mean shit here. You need to see it. The way that you are projecting yourself and the way that other people are seeing you right now, the Fool. I like it, and I like it with the Knight of Cups because to me it's saying that you're following your heart here. It's almost like this relationship may have some like really overwhelming spots in it, and it's just like needing to release yourself from bad habits in the relationship. Because again, with that 10 and that Knight, to me, and the King of Cups crossing you, this is somebody that you're having a relationship with. And the Fool is saying that, and I love this for Aquarius because it's like, I don't know where I'm going to land, but to hell with it. Taking that leap of faith into life. You guys are really easygoing. You're really easygoing. You're very friendly. You have a lot of friends. And you like to keep things like... You're not into like clingy situations with people. It's easier for you to maintain a friendship with the people that you have relationships with than it is for you to be like emotionally bonded to somebody. Because again, being an air sign, you guys are logical. You're logical thinkers. You're not ruled by emotions. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a part of you that, might be emotionally chaining yourself to a situation that's just not quite right with this person. It's like, I almost feel like you're wanting to fix them. And then the Fool, I don't ever see the Fool as a bad card. It's just, I feel like you need to be careful about what you're jumping into here. But, the whole thing with the Fool is that, it's the clean soul. You're taking that leap of faith. You're not sure where you're going to land, but to hell with it. You're going to do it anyway. I just worry here. And again, actions. Actions need to be shown here. Oh, yeah. Yep. So there you go. The Lovers. And this is what's in your environment right now. Seeing the Lovers, again, relationship. It's the bonding of two people. But there's something not quite right with this relationship, not with the Devil sitting there. And that being your energy coming through makes me immediately question, why are you chaining yourself to this person? Is it because there's this potential for domestic bliss? And this bonding. But again, with the Knight of Cups, it's actions. You need to see actions here. And I feel like, I really feel like that person there has issues that, I feel like you're like wanting to fix them. It's just, it's so overwhelming. So overwhelming. Well, the Two of Cups, the emotional bonding between two people. Again, relationship. It's a relationship. And even with the Four of Wands showing up, I feel like, you get to a really good point. If you are starting a new relationship right now, I think that it's funny because we're not even into the love reading here. I feel like with this person crossing you, they may have some issues that you're like wanting to try to work with them on, but it's their issues are overwhelming. And it's like you're needing to see actions here, but there is something big with you right now that is wanting to feel this. You're wanting to feel this relationship. And again, with that King of Cups and seeing the cups and then the lovers, this could be a water sign. But your hopes and your fears being the Two of Cups, yeah, you're wanting that bonding, you know? And I kind of half wonder here if, you might be chaining yourself to the idea that this can be an emotionally fulfilling relationship. But there's issues here that need to be worked out first. But, regardless, with the Four of Wands sitting there, that's celebration. Seeing that with the lovers that's big. It's like for me, there's two ways to look at this. Like, I'm not ready to flip the outcome yet, because this is either you having issues or the other person having issues. But regardless, you're wanting this. Emotional bonding. And the outcome, you want it to happen right now. Right now. The Eight of Wands. We are definitely getting a clarifier on this. So the Eight of Wands is fast. It's a fast-moving situation. This is communication, quick communication. It's also about grounding your dreams to earth, but this is fast. It's happening fast for you. And you're wanting this, and you're wanting it like right now. Like right now. All right, let's see what this Eight of Wands is all about. Oh, the Seven of Wands. Now, this is you basically saying, bring it on. You are willing to stand up for yourself here. This is you using your voice. But then, the other part of the Seven of Wands too is you using your voice for those who may not have a voice, which could be that person who is dealing with some issues, is what I feel like. But the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Wands, it's like, no matter what here, you're going to stand your ground. You're letting people know that you're not going to take any more shit. And this could definitely have to do with, this person and this potential here for this relationship that's going to be emotionally fulfilling. The subconscious mind always knows better. It always does. And seeing the Ten of Cups there, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, I mean, an emotionally fulfilling relationship, but I feel like there's a part of the relationship that is not quite right, and it's overwhelming for you, but you end up at a point where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to take anymore. This is how I feel, and this is where I stand. It's almost like, again, with the Eight of Wands being about grounding your dreams to earth, you're wanting to, like, right now have this situation under control. Like, this is what I want. Let's make this happen. But there are issues here that have to be dealt with. And again, I still have this feeling with that King of Cups and the Devil that somebody's got some dependency issues. And it's overwhelming for you. But regardless, if you're willing to put in the work that's needed to fix whatever issues are going on here, you end up celebrating. And again, it's so rare. It is so rare to see the Lovers and the Two of Cups. And then on top of that, the Knight, the 10, the King. I mean, and then the way that you're projecting yourself as a Fool is saying that you're all for this. You are all for this. To me, it's saying that out of the issues that you may be dealing with involving this relationship, there's going to be some growth in, taking a stand for yourself, which is funny because that's, what the Seven of Wands is. I feel like, there's a shift in the way that, you're wanting to have a relationship work out for you. But it's like, again, I feel like this person has some issues that need to be dealt with. Because for you, it's overwhelming and you can't fix other people. And with the Knight of Cups, again, it's about actions. They can give you all the loving messages that they want, but it doesn't mean shit if they're not willing to put in the work to deal with whatever issues they have. But you are wanting this. You are wanting this. I mean, you know, again, with what you're pulling here, it's very rare to see. And then you projecting yourself as the fool. You're ready to go ahead and do, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter because again, the lovers being in your environment, the hopes and fears being the Two of Cups, you're just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Wherever you land, it doesn't matter. But you're wanting to go ahead and jump into this situation. It's just that it might be a little bit difficult and again, overwhelming. But you know, Nightmare is saying that there's going to be protection now for you. And you're going to grow through the experiences that you're having here involving your relationships and your emotional bonding. But overall, you end up at a point where you do take a stand for yourself. You're going to ground that dream to earth. And you're going to end up celebrating it. All right, Aquarius, this one's a little bit different. It's very rare for, in my experience, to meet an Aquarius that is wanting an emotionally bonding relationship with another person. Because it just seems like it's easier for you guys to maintain a friendship than it is to maintain a relationship, which is exactly what is happening here. With the lovers being in your environment, I feel like you might be chaining yourself to somebody who has some issues. And, you know, again, I have this feeling like you're trying to help them. And it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And I feel like, you know, the big thing here is that if you are dealing with somebody who has some dependency issues, they really need to start showing actions here. Because there's potential here with all of this going on for you to have a really beautiful relationship. And then you, the way that you're projecting yourself is like, to hell with it. I'm going to go for this and see what happens, which I don't blame you because again, with the Two of Cups, right above the lovers is saying that you want this. Now with the outcome and with growth, you're taking a stand for yourself here. You're letting this person know exactly where it is that you stand and that you have had enough. You're not taking any more shit. Growth. What have you outgrown? And I feel like what you're outgrowing here is being in this nightmare situation with somebody who may have their own issues. It's like you're trying to fix them is what I feel like. But regardless here, with what you're pulling, I feel like there is potential because, again, the overall energy for the reading, with being the Four of Wands, is saying that you're going to get to a point here where I feel like you and that person are going to be celebrating the work that you've done. And seeing that is really good. It's just that I feel like the other person needs to really start showing actions. Again, the Knight of Cups, it's more about show me. I need to see it. Talking means nothing. I need to see actions here. And it's like you're taking a stand for yourself and how you feel about that. Now, when it comes to Nightmare, again, this whole situation is like overwhelming. But Nightmare coming through, again, is saying that you're going to have protection. And I think that when that feeling starts to come to you is when you start really standing up for yourself. You know, and it's like you're wanting to ground this relationship with this person and deal with the issues that are going on. And, you know, seeing these two in a reading is so rare. It's so rare. And you are definitely having a relationship with this person. I just feel like there are going to be some issues that you're going to have to deal with. But again, with the Four of Wands, you guys may be celebrating the work that you've done to maintain this emotional bond with each other.